Hi everybody, so welcome to the Science Club pop-up, our Wednesday pop-ups that we do. I hope that you all are well out there, and I hope that you're ready for our quick little pop-up. FYI, the pop-ups are going to be more pop-up-ish, so they'll be a little bit more quick. And I'll just do these quick little 1, 2, 3 situations, and then also keep in mind that you can request pop-up topics, and you can also request topics for Saturday Science Club. I mean, all these things are available to you. The things that I wanted to remind you of is that, yes, please guys, you can request topics. You can ask me, you can say, hey, can we do this? And I'm definitely more than willing to try new experiments, to see if I've got something in the cabinets, or even to bring out something that I've done before on a pop-up or on a Saturday and really expand on a topic. So that being said, I'm actually going to delve into something that we've done a little bit before here on Facebook, which is slime. However, today, that time we made different kinds of slime. This time I'm going to show you and kind of do a tester of 3, I like doing 3 different samples, of 3 different activators that you might be trying at home, and 3 activators that you can either order online or make. And so that's what we're doing today. So welcome. Hi, I'm Miss Steph, in case you didn't know. Welcome to Triple F Empowerment Inc.'s fabulous Miss Steph Science Club. And like I said, I'm Miss Steph. Today we're going to do some slime things. Most of us know that the slime that most people are making out there has some type of glue base, and so I'll be using a glue base today. And I'm using, as you can tell, clear glue today. And then I'm going to do, like I said, 3 different activators, and you'll get to observe how those 3 activators behave while we're trying to make our slime, how those 3 different activators behave with this particular glue. So remember, when we're doing experimentation, you're not changing up a bunch of different things. You're to change one thing at a time and then go from there. For some reason, this is not working. I don't know why. Yeah, you're to change one thing at a time, folks, if you really truly are going to do an experiment, a scientific experiment. Now, if you're doing an investigation, you can change multiple things, or if you're doing a demonstration, yes, but something that is considered a controlled experiment, you change one thing at a time, one variable at a time, and go from there. So, I'm actually today going to technically change 2 things, only because I'll use different colors for each to kind of give it a color coding. But other than that, my variable today is our activator, our slime activator. And I'll show you in a second what those activators are. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get some glue down in here. This is our clear Elmer's glue. You're going to notice I'm not going to use a lot. Just because I have a big container does not mean I need to use all of that. And plus, well, I need to be able to do slime some other time with y'all. So, I'm not going to use up all my materials now in this one shot. So I'm looking at doing 50 milliliters, a 50 mil situation, right? You see clear glue down in the bottom of this container. Anybody know what this container? Come on, tell me in the comments, folks. What's this container? And for you, those of you just now joining me, hi, Stephanie Farmer. I'm the founder and director of Triple F Empowerment Inc. And this is Miss Steph Science Club Online. We are doing a slime activator comparison. In social media terms, it would be a challenge. But yeah, as far as, going for science terms here, it's a comparison. We're going to compare how these different activators respond. All right, so let's go ahead and line up our 3 activators, starting from what is my right. All right, I've got this. I'm going a little fancy. Okay, I've got this kind of glow in the dark. Well, not kind of, but our Elmer's glow in the dark magical liquid. Then we've got our traditional, and yes, this is a really large container, but that's how much slime I make, folks. In case you haven't noticed, I'm a science teacher and I do a lot of science. Okay. Yes, so I've got my just traditional, the basic Elmer's magical liquid. And then I have my DIY make it yourself slime activator. Can't you tell by this very fancy label? And the 2 main components in here is old school. So I've got borax and water. This is essentially a borax and water solution. I have a few other things in there because I like to add stuff to my, but essentially this is a borax and water solution. Okay. And so yeah, so we've got our glue is what right there. And then this is magical. And once again, we're using Elmer's clear glue in all of these. And I've got my DIY activator. So my objective today is just really to come on and say, hey, these are different things that you might want to switch up. When you're thinking about doing a controlled experiment, there are various things that you can try, like what variable do I want to shift, right? And so today's variable is the activator. And just based on experience, I've noticed that there are really some differences in how activators behave, with various glues. Another thing that you might want to try is, say, comparing what type of pigmentation you're going to add, right? So maybe you compare brands one time. Also, maybe you compare glue brands, okay? Or maybe you decide to compare the, this gel food coloring to this other kind of liquid food coloring that's easy to grab. First, and let me say hi, those folks that just joined me just now. So there's so many different things that you can change up to make it a controlled experiment. But once again, controlled experiments, controlled experiments have one variable and then you keep everything else constant. And for my people who just joined me, we are trying out, we're doing slime today for our pop-up, and we're trying out different activators. Today's glue is this. We've got this clear Elmer situation. I'm going to color code so that I can tell, just different colors, and we're trying different activators. All right, so I'm going to do just 2 drops because, again, I'm not using a whole lot of glue. 2, there we go, only 2 drops. Going clear spoon. All right, 1, 2, I'm testing my glue's response to these different activators. 1, 2. Okay, I've got a little bit more than 50 milliliters of glue in there. I did not measure that, as you noticed. Yep. So I'm stirring up. And these are different things that you can try at home with me. And again, I just want to remind you, if you have a request for something that you would like me to try for Saturday Science Club or for a pop-up, definitely let me know. You can put it in today's comments, or you can send me a DM, or you can comment on one of the other posts, because since you're following us, okay? And of course, you want to make sure that you're following Triple F Empowerment Inc. so that every time I go live, you can be notified. Woohoo! All right. You notice I just did real quick stir there. So now, my three different activators. Let's review the 3 different activators. I've got this glow in the dark Elmer's magical liquid. I have the regular magical liquid, and I've got my DIY situation that's water and borax. Okay. So I am going to add a little bit of looking already, and notice how chunky that slime is, right? I'm just gonna give each of them a stir, and then I'll knead it later. Okay. So now this one I'm stirring, but notice it's forming, but it's still gonna be a little bit stickier, probably a little goopier, a little bit more fun to play with, right? If you like that stickier, goopier slime. Okay. Nice quick formation. So between these two, nice quick formation, but this is definitely, just by looking at it, I don't even have to touch it. By looking at it, I can tell you it's a lot, kind of a chunkier, a stiffer. It's most likely going to be kind of a stiffer texture. All right, so I'm stirring. Okay. Now, one of the kind of the properties of this stuff is that it's got, do you see the glitter in there? Right? And that glitter component is the stuff that's actually going to make it kind of a glow in the dark thing. Yeah. Okay. And see how this is, again, a goopier texture. All right. So let's take these down. Let's take this out. Right. So the same volume. And then also look, I've got liquid left. Okay, so it hasn't all mixed in. Liquid didn't mix completely in. Okay. All right. You all know how I feel about slime. This looks pretty much like a mess, right, to start with. But after you manipulate it a little bit, after you manipulate it for a little while, you're able to get something that's like better. You hear that sound? It's all squishy and gooey and goopy and all that kind of stuff. Okay. So, you know, like I've got like the chunks in the middle. You see that? So, old school, my old school stuff is giving me this firmer textured slime. And depending on how you like to kind of work with your slime and what's entertaining for you, right? You want to make that decision as far as what type of activator you want to use, okay? But with clear glue, that's what I'm getting. See, it does pull apart with clear glue, and my homemade activator, it does pull apart, and it gives me that, but I would have to knead it for probably another couple of minutes. And again, it's got that liquid left in the bottom. I would need to knead it for another few minutes to get it to really turn into probably what most of you would consider an enjoyable slime texture. Wipe my hands off real quick. Now going over to my magical liquid. Right, my magical liquid sample. I've let it sit for a little bit. First of all, there's no leftover activator down in the bottom. And as I'm stirring this, I can tell that it's not completely activated. I would need to add a little bit more, right? So you see how it's pulling up and all that kind of stuff, but I definitely would need to add a little bit more. Okay, so let's look. I mean, do you see this? There's this, and then my DIY gives me this lumpy, clumpy thing. Okay, then now very quickly moving over to this situation, right? So again, you can tell that I would absolutely need to use more activator. Okay, in my, that's this magical liquid. That's the glow-in-the-dark magical liquid. Okay? But again, the magical liquid is giving me a lot more control. Okay? And it seems to mix better with the glue. Right? It's mixing better with the glue. And scientifically speaking, that makes sense. Right? A substance that has similar textures and similar viscosities will probably mix in better, right? So see how this is coming off the side of the container, okay? And for my slime aficionados would be able to either add more or definitely knead that into a texture that they would prefer. So to finish up this here little pop-up, because again it's a pop-up, it's not a full-on lesson, I'm about to roll out, okay? This is my DIY stuff, right? And so this is pretty strong. So if you're going to be using borax and water, you want to just add a little bit at a time, okay? Then if you try to use your magical liquid, right? The magical liquid is going to give you a more flexible texture. And if you add, it's hard to add too much of the magical liquid. That's one of the things that I've noticed, is that you can add quite a bit of the magical liquid and you won't go too far to make this kind of really overly firm texture. And then this one is kind of fun, a magical liquid that has the glow-in-the-dark option. Okay, if you want to make some glow-in-the-dark and something that has that glittery kind of situation. And once again, similar to the magical liquid, it's hard to add too much, right? Because it's formulated, okay? The engineers that made it, the chemical engineers that made this, right? They formulated it so that it would be hard to add too much and go too far and get this lumpy situation. And also so that it would be a nice, you'd be able to make a nice, slimy, ooey gooey texture. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining me for today's pop-up. Once again, I'm Miss Steph, and I am the founder and executive director of Triple F Empowerment, Inc. Please, please, please feel free to join us right back here around this time next week, or this coming Saturday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you have a request, please put it in the comments below, and I will definitely see if they're in my trusty dandy cabinets, if those supplies are there, and I will absolutely try whatever you request. Have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, and thank you so much for watching.